to finish with a 3-game homestand here?
Well, I'm excited about playing at home. I think our players enjoy playing in front of our crowd, and it's a little less weary when you don't have to travel on a bus. So hopefully we'll have a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. Hopefully we'll have a lot of fans in the crowd.
Danielle was talking, they kind of got a bad taste in their mouth about the SIU game from last time. What did you see in that game that you want to have your girls do better this time?
I didn't think we played well. I think, first of all, I didn't think we had the energy that we needed to have. We weren't as physical as we needed to be. But I do want to credit Southern Illinois. I thought they played well. They had a really nice game plan. We weren't as prepared as we probably needed to be. So I think there's a lot of things that we can do better. And I think a lot of it's locking in and understanding the energy that we need to play with. And hopefully we'll be very motivated.
That was a really close game at the end. There was a lot of back and forth. What has this team improved upon in those late game situations since then?
Well, we've, going into that one, I think we didn't get the stops down the stretch that we absolutely had to have. And we got a couple scores that we really needed. And I think coming off of this weekend, going down the stretch in a tight ball game, we got stops. We really defensed well late, got the boards, and were able to move to the other end. So I didn't think that game we got the stops we had to have in the critical moments.
And they've played really well on the road lately. What does that do for a team confidence-wise as you get to not just this homestand, but where you're going to have to play a couple games in a couple days in the Valley Tournament?
Well, I think when we're on the road, I think it just shows the maturity that this team has and the focus that you have. And the other thing that we do, we don't dwell on there being a big difference between home games and road games. Realistically, statistically, you look across the board nationwide, there is a difference. But we don't want to buy into that, because we want to try to win every single game. And we don't treat the road games different than the home games. And I think our preparation is pretty consistent, and I think that's been good for our team.
Last homestand, you guys played really well defensively. What is the turning the ball over 20-plus times and stopping teams over and over for 5-6 minutes at a time in front of the home crowd? How does a home crowd respond to good defense as opposed to maybe hitting a bunch of threes in a row?
Well, I think hitting threes is exciting. I think dunks are exciting. We're not going to do that, unfortunately. But I do think this fan base that we have, I think they can appreciate our defense. Right now Aubrey Buckley's coming off the floor to some pretty good ovations, and it's because of her defense oftentimes. So I think our fans are basketball savvy. I think they can appreciate when we have some good defensive stands, and I get a lot of comments about that. So really, really proud of not only our team for buying into that, but then for the fans to respond. They are also more than welcome to cheer for us making threes as well.
And then finally, it's the last homestand for these seniors. We'll talk about Senior Day as that comes up, but how are you seeing them savor their last hopefully month as a Lady Bear?
Well, I hope they're not taking it for granted, and hope they're not trying to fast forward it too quickly. I think it goes fast. It goes so fast, and I'm sure they're sitting here thinking about when they were freshmen. But I think it's just important that they just kind of immerse themselves in the moment and enjoy it, because you just don't get this time back. And you're going to reflect back on this forever, and so hopefully they can make great memories of their last home swing.
You guys are sitting in second place still right now. What do you want this team to fine-tune in the next 3 games and the next couple weeks of practice?
Well, I think we're consistently looking for things to fine-tune. I think we have some offensive things we're going to work on, and just a few tweaks here and there. Defensively, we're still working on our ball screen defense, how we can do that better and give us some more options. And then some of our trapping defenses, we're trying to broaden our numbers as to who can play those productively. So I think there's still plenty of things left, and obviously we're still working on our rebound and making sure that we're going to be consistent there.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.